Mankind is the most successful species ever to inhabit the planet. But mankind is also the species that has had the greatest impact on the planet. This has meant that we've faced many challenges. Fortunately, though, we've been able to deal with many of them. Mankind produces an awful lot of waste, and much of it isn't used in any beneficial circulatory system. So waste piles up without ever being recycled. This is a waste of resources, it's economically costly, and it's bad for the environment. And last but not least, the waste takes up a lot of space that could be put to much better use. Christopher Allen works for the EU's LIFE funding programme. LIFE provides support for ideas that will benefit the environment. And Christopher has an in-depth knowledge about the challenges that waste presents us with.
We produce more and more waste, so there's economic growth, and basically if we have 10% growth, we have 10% more waste. So we're using more and more resources. Now, if we can recycle part of our waste, we don't need to use as many resources. And you know, using resources can be damaging for the environment also.
40% of our energy consumption is used to either heat up or cool down the buildings we live and work in. So one can take much better care of the environment and the economy by using effective insulation. The company Rockwool produces stone-based mineral wool for insulation. Insulation that can drastically reduce energy consumption. Production of stone wool resembles a volcano in miniature scale. It's a continuous process where rock is melted at approximately 1500 degrees Celsius. The liquid stone mass is then spun into wool from rock fibers to form stone wool. It's the high temperatures that enable waste materials to be used in this process. Temperatures up to 1500 degrees Celsius ensure the complete combustion of organic waste materials, which in turn provides useful energy. At the same time during this process, filters, flue gas cleaning and other environmental systems provide for additional environmental safety measures. It's a highly complex process, and it requires a great deal of research on Rockwool's part before they decide to allow waste materials to be used in production, and of course without any compromises regarding the quality of the product or safety during production. Annette Hastrup is Group Environment Manager. This means that she has responsibility for environmental and safety matters within the Rockwool Corporation.
To reduce the impact on the environment, we have developed this recycled briquette. It contains stone wool waste and residue material from other industries.
By identifying waste materials that have precisely the same chemical composition as the stone, Rockwool can recycle up to 400,000 tons of waste and reduce the use of virgin raw material.
One of the waste materials that is used instead of dia-based stone in Rockwool production is this blasting sand, which has been used to clean ships or concrete.
This sand also has the environmental advantage that the ash remaining after incineration of the sewage sludge can be utilized.
The incineration of the sludge is necessary because mankind produces so much of it that there is more left over than farmers can spread on their fields.
Instead of using virgin natural rock and putting a strain on the environment, Rockwool has developed a method of recycling residue materials from other industries for the production of stone wool. But Rockwool hasn't been content with stopping there. The actual melting process requires energy. So Rockwool's engineers have been working on how to incorporate combustible secondary products as a replacement for scarce fossil fuels that would otherwise be used in the melting process.
We use large amounts of coke to melt stone. Coke is produced from coal, which is a scarce energy resource.
But Rockwool has found an excellent supplement. This material contains coal and originates from the large furnaces used in the metal industry. Instead of it being sent to waste dumping sites, Rockwool can utilize it as energy. This is where Rockwool test product quality. Before deciding to start using a waste material, Rockwool always thoroughly test it first to ensure that the end product will still be of the highest quality
and to ensure that environmental and workplace safety standards are in order.
But I'd be very pleased to be able to buy more and more products that are technically safe, they comply with technical standards, they are environmentally valuable because they are using recycled materials, recycled sources. For instance, a recycled product from Rockwool. Yes, I would make that choice if I could, yeah.
Normally, environmentally friendly products are more expensive, but we're happy to say that the costs of research and development doesn't have any negative impact on our prices.
As a result of intensive research, Rockwool has succeeded in improving the energy and environmental balance sheet of the production process. And that's something that's been noticed at the EU's LIFE funding programme.
We see in this project an example of how a given business, a given sector of industry can change its production patterns, and for this to become a sort of model example within the sector, but also to demonstrate that through eco-innovation we can achieve economically environmental objectives.
Rockwool turns waste into environmentally friendly insulation, which saves vast amounts of energy. At the same time, Rockwool uses other residual materials in the production process as a secondary replacement for scarce fossil energy sources. All in all, innovation that helps ensure that mankind will have a better opportunity to benefit from the Earth's natural resources.